What's up? I am Jay Cruz, and I'm with
Me. MC.
This is MC. I'm JC. For short.
Our baby. Our new baby.
This is our new baby. His name is Prince. You know what I'm saying?
He's a Boston Terrier. He's so sweet. We adopted him 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right.
But yeah.
This is episode 1 of the JC and MC podcast. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. It is Saturday, right? So, how's your week so far?
Well, do I have to start from the beginning? I'm like, there's so much.
Go ahead.
I just finished my last day at the casino, so gave my 2 weeks in.
That's right.
So it's my retirement party. Yeah. Just new chapter in my life. New dog.
Mm-hmm. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. Just don't shed.
I'm loving my life right now. Yeah. You?
It's awesome. It's just been busy. I've been writing. I've been doing my business online. Been doing podcasts with big shout out to the Hair Rockstar. If you're watching this, big shout out to you. Yeah, man, just doing new things every day. That's staying productive. That's the key. How has the COVID been for you? Like, how did it affect your whole shebang?
Into asking me? Because
Yeah.
I've been with you like every day.
I know, but I know. I mean, they don't know.
Well,
I don't.
obviously to you, it's been, I don't know. I've been working, so just limited access, limited use, new restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
Not great. I'm glad I left when I did.
Right. It's
Yeah.
stupid, right?
All the new restrictions. No one's happy.
Stupid! But don't worry. As long as we have stupid politicians, everything will be back to normal. Go liberal. You know what I'm saying? But today let's talk about values. Like, what do you think about values now? Like, what people valuing who they are. There's a lot of people that base their value on social media. Like lots. Like they live for likes, the views, and all that bullshit. And to tell you the truth, that I think social media even took over parenting.
Yeah. Well, that's what people turn to.
Right,
like kids turn to. Like, when your parents are not around, like 100%, they can't be around 100%. Like, you're going to be alone at times, like in your bed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I was a kid, even when just go on social media, look at YouTube, but even then it was like, I liked looking at makeup and stuff, but then you'd be influenced to look at other things, like how to change your face, how to change your looks, and I thought, like, oh, I love makeup because it made me want to change, like, my looks, and then I liked myself better. So I was super insecure about that, and I was a little chubby too, so, I just was going through a phase, and teen years are super hard. I feel like they're worse now, just because I feel like there's a lot more suicide rates and a lot more bullying. Like, I got bullied in junior high, but not high school. Like, just because I knew so many people already from, like, where I lived. That's what I helped. Yeah, but
I feel sorry for bullies. Like,
my sister went through it. She went through bullying.
damn,
in
I
high
feel sorry for
school.
bullies. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
so bad. Like,
I never got bullied because I was part of the worst kids. I don't do bullying. But I never do bullying, none of that shit. But I'm the kid. I'm saying I never get bullied because I was with I was with people that you don't want to f with. That's why. But yeah, like, there's so many people that base their value on, especially on what they wear, on the type of career they have.
Ooh, I was wearing smaller clothes. I would actually go in my sister's room, and, like, I wanted to look cooler, so I would wear her clothes. And I was chubby at the time, remember? And she was skinnier,
Everybody needs
and
love.
I would wear some of her clothes, like her shoes, which was also a size smaller. I was size 10, she was size 9. And she didn't know this, but because I put the clothes and stuff back after I wore it at school.
Actually, if
but,
you're watching this, now you know.
Yeah. Anyways.
Guilty.
My
Guilty.
bad, but now
Guilty.
you know I didn't steal your clothes. I just wore them for school
Guilty.
to look cool.
Guilty.
And then I brought them back, like I'd wash them and bring them back. So you had no idea. So you still had your clothes. Okay. So So thanks for letting me borrow them from the past me. Thank you. But anyways, I remember she had these cool like Puma was in. So I had these Puma shoes and I wore them to school and my feet would hurt. I would like curl them because they looked so cool, but I was in the class, I was sitting there and my feet were curled and I was just like sitting like, oh, they're so painful, but they look so cool. And oh, even like her shirts, like they were clearly too small and stuff, but they just looked cool.
I mean, like back in the days, like we don't base our value from what we wear. We actually enjoy our life.
I just wanted to look
like
better. Like I feel like I didn't have
yeah,
cool clothes.
I guess
like,
what I'm saying is, when I was fucking 15, 12, I was playing with Pokemon cards.
yeah,
I wasn't inside
I was a kid.
doing TikTok and doing all that shit, trying to look, dressing half naked to gain likes. That's what we're living out now. Like 16 years old, 17 years old, is like barely naked. We're living in that era. That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like
they based their values.
Yeah, because
on
there's so many, especially there's so many of them
likes,
the likes, the views. There's so many of them that they're so like focused on those things, but they're dying inside. They're mentally, emotionally dying inside. That's why there's so. Look at the suicide rate. It's like boom, it's up like no tomorrow. They're lonely. They're sad. That is the world we're living in.
So they go on social media and
Yeah, like
friends.
they portray this image on social media that they're happy, they're this and that. No, you're not. Stop lying to yourself. Don't like lie to everyone else, but don't lie to yourself.
No one's gonna want to post like, oh, having a rough day. Like some people actually do.
No,
and,
I honestly love that. To be big shout out to Vernon Royale. Actually, he's the one actually that he always tell me, Jaden, why do you always post like you're so positive? Like it's okay to post like I'm having a rough day. There's nothing wrong with that.
Makes you normal.
That's actually being normal, and a big shout out for him. You know what I'm saying?
You
like
have
that.
emotions. You're a person.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have those. And like people are gonna judge you. Like those people are just they're pretending. They're trying to be this image of.
You gotta be
themselves
real.
that they're not. Like
You gotta be real with yourself. Like
like,
you can't.
even at work. I'm human. You're gonna make mistakes. Things are gonna happen to you. It's life, and then you learn. Like you just move on from that. You learn from that, and
Like if you base your value on what people say about you, if your parents or your friends tell you good things, and if you keep basing your value on that, and if something happens, then you know what you're gonna feel? You're gonna feel devalue about who you are. You're gonna feel like shit. If you base your value in clothing, you base your value on your career, you base your value on the type of people you allow around you, and if something happens, you're gonna feel devalue. Your value comes from your family. Your value comes from your creator, your God. That's where your value comes from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just want to get over to that topic. We were supposed to do that on the other podcast, but there was a technical issue with the camera, so it's all good. Big shout out to Raf if you're watching this. Again, the Hero Rockstar if you're watching this. Big shout out. What else you want to talk about today? What else do you want to cover? This is episode 1 of the JC and MC.
Ooh, okay, so yeah, the reason why I am here, obviously, because he couldn't find, like, obviously he realized I was the funniest person around him.
Funny. Oh.
And I just, he's like, okay, you gotta get on this podcast, but, finally I had to give in.
Gunshot! Funniest. Again.
You'll see.
The funniest.
In time. You guys will all see. Like, I'm always the one making the jokes.
You can't do the jokes.
In the relationship. Like, I don't do it on the spot. Like, I can't just be like, boom, here's a joke, I mean, I'm not a real comedian, so. But I like to think I'm the funnier out of this duo.
Really?
Really?
Tell a joke.
Jaden. Jaded. You didn't even give me time. Proper time.
Oh my god. I hope you guys are having.
You didn't even give me a chance.
Which one? Go ahead.
Anyways,
No, I was gonna say I hope you guys are having a great weekend, even though we might do a lockdown because Ontario, Quebec, and BC is on lockdown already.
Really?
They've been on lockdown. It's just Alberta's not on lockdown because we have the greatest politicians in Alberta.
I don't understand. I really
Can't even wait.
I don't
You know what I'm
understand.
saying?
I just don't understand.
It's fucked up, right?
I just don't understand.
Yeah. What do you think of the Weeknd's new album?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's all I've been listening to for the past like I don't know since like 4 or 5 days. It's just been listening to it just nonstop on my Spotify.
Mm-hmm. That's a good album. I
It
gotta
was
say.
really good.
You know
Like
what
I
I'm
just
saying?
love how he brought like old school into the mix.
I like that too. I really like the album. That's Did you know that he wasn't like that before? His album was dark. His songs were dark. Like the first, like the
I mean, like
the
I
old
heard
Weekend.
people saying like
And then-
there was a little extra like there's meaning behind every one of them. Like I can't feel my face, right?
Big shout out to the Weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love the Weekend.
From Toronto. Big shout out to him. Yeah, that's a good album. I like the album. I like Tory Lane's album too. I like that. I like that. Like how he brings it back, just like the Weekend. I'm saying like Tory Lanez is like a very talented artist. People and the thing I love about Tory Lanez, he's independent. He's not signed to any motherfucking labels. He has his own labels, which I love about that. People need, if you're an artist, big shout out to Phantom, Iad. If you're an artist, be independent, man. That's the only way you can control your masters and everything else. You're not working for anyone. People be working for you. You know what I'm saying? Independent is the way to go. Like this podcast, this network is independent. It's owned by me. It's owned by the Hair Rockstar. We both own it, and now you're part of it now too because this is episode 1 of the JC and MC podcast. Episode 1, you know what I'm saying? Gunshot! Oh yeah!
You gotta pretend like you're getting hit. Ready? Ready?
Fuck's sake.
That's
You're
awesome.
a good boy. He doesn't even bark. He's not a dog. I
He
swear to
is so good,
Yes.
and it's just like what day 2.
Yeah.
He's having like the best. Like he came in, he had a broken leg to
Like-
the shelter. He had a broken leg and a broken tail, and he had like little dried up like it looks like scabs on his ears. He had like little lesions on his paws. Like I fell in love with him like right away when I saw him, and then I was like, I want to adopt him. Because I work at the shelter, and they were like, well, you're going to be third in line. And I was like, no way. There's 2 people in front of me, and he's so cute. Of course he's going to get adopted. So I was like, whatever. You never know. You never know. So I put my name on there. I didn't hear back for, like, what, a week, 2 weeks, right? And then my manager came to me, and he's like, oh, you put your name down for a dog. And I was like, yeah, why? Like, is that wrong? And he's like, no, so the first one was an officer who found him, or took him away from the person, and he said that he couldn't make time to even, like, have a meeting with him. So I was like, okay, so he can't even meet him, like, how much time does he really have with him anyway?
I mean, like,
So
yo,
that's good, like, that fell through.
there's
And
people
the
like
second
that,
person
man.
was in my shelter, but I don't know why she didn't, like, it fell through, so I didn't ask her. I just felt, like, awkward because I was the next in line. So I was like, so they're like, yeah, you can have him. And I was like, oh my God, yes. But we had to do a meet and greet with my dog because my dog is 4 years old. He's 8 months. And she's a Chihuahua pug, so she's a little, like,
Come here, Joy.
prissy. She
Come
has
here.
she has a little bit behavior.
Come here, Joy.
She's
Come,
like
come,
a
come, come.
baby.
She's hiding behind the couch.
Joy.
She's starstruck right now. She's
She's right here.
she's shy. This one is like no. It was like me, not camera shy. There you go. There's Joy. Joy, come here.
Come here, Joy. Come. Oh my
There you go. You chill right here.
Yes.
There
So
you
like,
go.
they're not bad. No.
Yo, I don't know how some people could hurt animals. Like, how do you hurt?
Like throw
Like,
them in the garbage
Well,
and stuff. Like,
first of all, like if you're
they're
gonna,
another person.
if you're not
They're
ready to
another
own an
thing, they're
animal, like
babies.
don't adopt or don't buy. Like if you
Even
have,
if you're unsure,
if you have
don't
mental
do it.
issues, please
If you're thinking about it,
seek a therapist,
wait until
please.
you're 100% sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because all that anger, you'll put it on that animal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some
Like,
mental
you're-
issue
you're
shit.
taking
Go
care
seek a
of them.
therapy, man. I say that with love. Seek help.
Like these are babies. Like they should be like they need somebody in their life. It's just like anybody that has a disability.
Mm-hmm.
You know, their disability is they can't talk, they can't really like they don't have thumbs, so they can't really grab anything. Like, you know, they're on their own in this big world, and they need somebody to take care of them, somebody that's able and willing. You know, some and to deal with like an animal or a person that can't talk nor
Hey, you're
walk.
matching
You
with
know,
me.
like
Facts. That's
they
facts.
just want to give you love.
That's facts. You know what I'm
We
saying?
need a new thing. Anyways.
But yo, this is a short episode. This is just episode 1. I hope you love the content. Comment if you want us to talk about anything else, relationship, toxic shit, all of that. We got you covered. Just comment into on the video, and we will talk about it. My name is JC,
I'm MC.
and thank you for watching our podcast.